Hi kids, I miss you guys so much, and today is our second lesson of Earth Day lessons. So today we're going to be learning about marine pollution. Why is water important? So water is important because all plants and animals are made up of a lot of water. Our own human bodies are made up of 3/4 of water. Water is also important for carrying nutrients around organisms' bodies and for excreting waste. It is also really important because a lot of marine animals and plants live within the ocean. So dolphins, coral reefs, fish, all those amazing beautiful animals live within the ocean. What exactly is water pollution? Water pollution is the pollution of bodies of water such as lakes, oceans, and rivers. It occurs when pollutants reach these bodies of water without treatment. Waste from our homes, factories, and other on land activities eventually finds its way to a body of water via overland flow. So when the rain falls, it accumulates on the ground and that water eventually runs off of the land into some body of water, carrying waste and other chemicals that absorb from the soil with it. So how exactly could you and I reduce water pollution? One really good way that you can help reduce water pollution is by using less water at home. And you can do this by turning the sink off when you're brushing your teeth and taking shorter showers. Another way that you can reduce water pollution is by not littering on land, because just like I said, if you litter on land, that litter would eventually find its way down to the ocean or a body of water via rain and overland flow. So today, the demonstration that I'll be showing you guys is how a beautiful body of water can get really polluted by all the things that we do. Okay, so what you're gonna need is a container filled with water, your pollutants. Here I have oil, dirt. For dirt, I have black pepper. I have some trash, paper I ripped up, and I have some dyes and pesticides, which is good old food coloring. Okay, so to make our water look more like an ocean, we're gonna add some blue food coloring, and this is gonna make it look more like a body of water, like a lake, etc. And this is where all the marine animals and the plants are gonna live. Okay, so the first pollutant we're going to add to our body of water is oil. Oil spills usually get into the ocean via accidents, which involve pipelines or ships that are carrying a bunch of oil, and it's usually explosive accidents. So when these pipelines explode and it has oil inside of it, the oil gets out and into the ocean. So our next pollutant is dirt. Now dirt finds its way into the ocean when the rain pours down onto the land and washes that dirt into the closest body of water. Dirt is most likely to be rinsed away by rain. If there's a lot of digging, trees being removed, you have all that loose soil that is eventually taken up by the rain and washed into the nearest body of water. So we're going to pour our dirt into our water, and you see how that dirt kind of just floats on the surface. Okay, so our next pollutant is going to be trash. Now trash finds its way into bodies of water when people illegally dump a lot of their trash from their houses into lakes, rivers, pretty much any body of water that's close by. It can also make its way into the water when people litter on land. That happens when rain washes all that trash that's on land into the closest body of water. So then we add our trash to the water. Our next pollutant that we'll be adding is dyes and pesticides. Pesticides are chemicals which are sprayed onto plants to prevent insects and other creepy crawlers from destroying plants that we eat. So when the rain falls onto the soil in farms, it absorbs these pesticides and other chemicals and toxins, and this rainwater eventually finds its way into oceans by running over the soil and into the closest body of water. So we've added our last pollutant, and now look at how dirty and mucky the water is. So this is what marine plants and animals such as dolphins and pretty fish would have to live in, swim in, and drink. This water is really polluted, as you can see. Be sure to compare it to how clear and clean the water looks before we started, and how mucky and dirty it is after we've added all of our pollutants. This is why it's extremely important to make sure that we don't pollute the ocean, because we wouldn't want animals and plants to have to live in such a dirty environment. So that's it, guys, on water pollution. So a little summary of what we just did was you need a bowl and you fill the bowl up with water, and you can pour Listerine or blue food coloring to make it kind of look more like a body of water than the ocean. And then you can grab all these different pollutants in your home and then you throw it all inside of that bucket of water that you made, and you can see the difference between how clear the water and healthy the water was before you added all those pollutants and how dirty it became after you added those pollutants.